What's up, what's up? Thought I'd just do like a little recap video, just what we've been up to just in Armenia at the moment, Yerevan. Honestly, not a place that I'd ever really wanted to come to, but...
Join the journey, Road to 10 Mil for David Baker. These are just raw, unfiltered chats, whether I've dealt with some shit or about to deal with some shit or heading home from the gym. Enjoy this, comment below if you got any value out of these vlogs.
I was in Georgia and I felt like I'd seen everything we needed to see in Tbilisi, so I was like, fuck it, may as well just come down here. Was going to rent a car, and a car rental was going to be like 580 bucks for a day, and I just went online and got a personal driver one way for 160, so I was like, fuck it, may as well do that. So just down here for 3 days. Georgia was mean, London was good, but just going to do a little full recap. Yeah, London was good, man. The reason why I went to London, like, pretty huge investment, really, when you look at it. Like, obviously, my flight's there, my flight's back. Brennan's flight's there, Brennan's flight's back. Accommodation was out the gate expensive, time to get around and everything. But I really wanted to go there, get some regional content on the ground to showcase that we're sort of on the ground. Like, the biggest struggle I saw with going from NZ to Aussie is until we had some regional-based content, like, podcasts with us on the job, like on site in Australia, or us physically in Sydney or in Brisbane or in Melbourne, it was very hard to get like a flow of work. So straight away for the UK, before we started doing jobs, so these guys are wild drivers over here, getting off to see some like ultras and shit. Before, you know, we needed to get some regional content, so I wanted to go there, shoot like a funny TikTok outside the Big Ben, like taking the piss, and then we had like 2 or 3 guys off Instagram that had reached out from our personal Instagram just saying, hey man, if you're ever in the UK, come link up with us, more than happy to sort of show you what we're doing. You can come on site, and that way we could somewhat film a bit of an on-site podcast. And then it just gives us a bit of credibility on Instagram and TikTok as well. So like we can start posting relatable content, and then for that way, when we're posting stuff on IG, running the ad spend to Instagram, people are like, okay, these guys are here, they're based in the UK, and we've got it on a separate Instagram page. So that's kind of how we're doing it. But yeah, like all in all, it was probably a $20,000 investment. So far we've priced $2,000 worth of work, 5 jobs so far. Out of 2 clients have sent 2 jobs each, and then one other client 1 job. So it's good, man. It'll be a bit of a slow burn. Like Australia was quite a slow burn to start, but now it's absolutely cranking, which is good. And shout out to everyone that's been involved in Australia. Like Jamie's put in a heap of effort, Evan's done a real good job, Tenzin's done a good job. And to be fair, man, I was hesitant at the start. I thought everyone was doing everything kind of the wrong way. But, you know, every country's marketing style was different. And the one thing we're noticing in the UK is everyone's slack to get stuff back, man. Like, we're literally offering, like, dirt cheap prices to get in the door. And guys aren't even biting yet. So we just need to build up our credibility and we'll be sweet. But, yeah, pretty much we're in London for a week and a bit, me and Brennan. And then we decided to go to Georgia. Mario came down from Russia. He was over there, so it was like a 3-hour flight for him. 4-hour, it was actually a full day flight for us. It was hectic, man. I fucked up our time like so bad. On Saturday morning I caught up with a QS at the like not far from the hotel, and I thought our flight was just leaving from like Heathrow, which is only like an hour from where we were staying. Less than that, 40 minutes. I was like, sweet. And then Brennan actually texted me at like 11 and was like, hey bro, we've got to go to Stansted. And I was like, oh no, Stansted's like 2 hours away. So I ran back from the hotel that I was meeting the QS, ran back to Airbnb, booked an Uber while I was running back, told Brennan to pack all my bags, raced to Stansted, managed to get there within like 5 minutes of check-in time, got the bags on. The ladies were like, fuck, that was close. Anyway, jumped on the flight, got to fucking Istanbul, was like, sweet. And then we get there and the queue's like 200 people long, and our flight was delayed. We had a 2-hour self-transfer, didn't think we were going to make it, paid for like express check-in, go through the border patrol, so that was an absolute scam. It was empty, and we were literally through in like 2 seconds. It cost 90 bucks to get us through. Jumped on the next flight was delayed. It was chaos at the check-in trying to get our bags in, so that was fucking wild. And this is at like 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and then we had to catch another flight at like 6 or something, and then we got to Georgia at like midnight time zone and everything. But anyway, crazy day. I don't think we got to the Airbnb till like 2 a.m. Snowing, no internet reception, phone was down. It was like midnight. We're trying to find a freaking hotel or an Uber. I mean, not a hotel, like an Uber, and a taxi driver was trying to scam us. And anyway, Georgia was mean, got on the ground with everyone. We pretty much just worked there for 8 days. It was good. Had like a big 3-bedroom apartment. It was mean, super cheap, 700 bucks for the week. In London was $1,000 for 6 days, or $2,000 for 6 days for 2 of us. It was an absolute disgusting price. And then yeah, just worked in Georgia, got the started doing sales calls, was just with the boys. We're just going to the gym every day, eating good food, staying at the apartment. It was good fun. And then, yeah, Mario and Brennan both left on the weekend. I stayed there for another day and I was like, stuff it, man. I'll come down to Armenia, tick off another country. Heard good things about this. So, yeah, booked a Uber down. But Georgia was, yeah, it's been tough, man. I got pretty sick. Just the time zones were rough, man. Like having to wake up at, stay up quite late to hit Zoom calls. Like we were 9 hours ahead, 9 hours behind. So it was kind of like when it was midnight for us, it was like 9 a.m. NZ. And I had a lot of like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. calls. So it was staying up late and then not sleeping very well. I haven't been in winter for like 2 years. My lips are cracking, got cold sores, my fucking feet were cracking, I got sick. It was horrible, man. So I was like, I'm definitely a bit of a pussy and love the summer. But yeah, came down to Armenia, saw some cool stuff on the way down. Just been working here, doing like solid, 8 to 10 hour days, and then I'll take 2 or 3 hours off during the day, go and do some sightseeing, go see some stuff. Like I'm probably never going to come back to Armenia again. But what I have realized is G-Wagons and Porsches are so cheap out here. I spoke to 2 guys in the gym the other day and they were like, hey, you're not Armenian, where are you from? I was like, oh, New Zealand. They're like, hey, rugby. I was like, yeah, man, that's it. And I said, why are G-Wagons so cheap? Oh my gosh. I said, why are G-Wagons so cheap here? He said, a lot of corruption and everyone likes to flex. So I was like, holy shit. Yeah, it's been good though. Went and did some shopping, got some new stuff. But yeah, gonna go see some fortresses now. Did a museum yesterday, and speak of the devil, G-Wagon. And we'll head off to Dubai tomorrow. Gonna catch up with one mate that I met in Thailand like 3 years ago. Back down to Brizzy on the weekend. 2 rounds of podcasts, one in Aussie, one in NZ. Go back home for a few personal things, stay home for a bit, and then back off up in the UK like end of May, June. Really want to make a good push, man. I want to get UK by the end of the year doing really big volumes. It's not all smooth sailing, man. Time zones, different times. Like I'm really trying to ramp it up, but man, it's wild here. But yeah, enjoying the journey. It's good fun. Just trying to keep as sane as possible. Go to the gym, stay healthy, and yeah. But anyway, peace. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much.